right here in Alexander City, Alabama. Joshua Michael Woods with us out here, and ain't seen you since last year.
No, it's been a minute.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
We tried to work it to come out here and do some Christmas songs.
Tried to,
and
yeah.
Just didn't work out. Now, have you written? Was it a Christmas song, or is it just a song that you was wanting to sing?
It was a gospel song.
Gospel song.
Yeah, and I think it fit the Christmas theme pretty well. It was something I'd written called Maybe It's Jesus, and I'd written that on a Tuesday night at around 2 a.m. It took me about half an hour to write.
Really?
And because I wanted to get something prepared for Wednesday night service at the church I used to go to, and so I felt like writing a gospel song that night. I was like, okay, if I get it finished tonight, I can play it tomorrow night. Practiced it, played it the next night.
Really?
People seem to really like it, and so I've been playing it ever since.
Okay.
And it's
and the name of it again is?
Maybe It's Jesus.
Maybe It's Jesus.
Yeah.
Are you more inclined to writing gospel songs, country songs, or just songs, period?
I would say just songs, period.
Okay.
Mostly country music, but I've written a few gospel songs now. I know I have 2 of them that I play regularly in my sets. And I had an old friend tell me, hey, man, you probably shouldn't be playing gospel songs in the bars. But I'm like, that's exactly where I want to play them.
Yeah, all right.
So I always try to play at least one whenever I'm playing in bars. And people seem to love it, too. And it's a surprising thing. You'd figure, people that are, just drunk and out of their minds, that they probably wouldn't want to hear it. But they're the ones that usually come to me after the show and really, thank me for doing that. And,
really?
And so that's what means a lot to me is getting to share that moment with people. And it's really shown me, we're all just people doing our best.
Did you write that song by yourself?
I did.
What inspired you?
I think it was just one of those nights where you really know your need for Jesus. One of those nights where
had something happened.
I can't remember actually if something had happened. I think it was just the general,
just a feeling,
just a general sense of life. Growing up in today's day and age, it's not exactly all sunshine and peaches all the time, and so.
And that's good.
Yeah, that's true. Makes good music.
Yeah.
You think about the 1960s with the Vietnam War going on. They had amazing music then.
And they had something to write about.
They did.
Do you being a young person, with you just saying that, do you have something to write about? I mean by what's going on today versus 60 years ago.
I think there's a lot to write about, and I try to stay out of politics generally, so I won't go too deep into it, but especially nowadays it seems like people are so polarized. You have people getting pushed farther and farther to the extremes on average, and even between the sexes. So on average, women are going farther left, men are going farther right, and the divide is just expanding. And so it's, our interpersonal relationships are kind of not doing great, and so it's been an interesting climate. But there's still, and so it's causing a lot of problems, and so I do certainly have that, maybe that messianic complex in me of I want to hopefully help the people around me somehow, and the best way I seem to be able to do that is through music. But the biggest thing for me has been trying to figure out what are the issues, what can I actually do about them, and trying to figure that out mainly.
I would think, I'm not a songwriter, but I would think, I'm going back to 60s, like what you're talking about, even in today's, crazy things that's going on today. I would think if you're going to write about it, within that song, you got to have your answer for it. Does that make,
Certainly, yeah, a lot of the kids.
That's what happened.
At least I thought they had the answer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you could certainly write a song that poses more questions than answers. Like Johnny Cash had a great song called What Is Truth?
Oh, yeah.
And that was something he'd written, I think, in the earlier mid-'70s. And it poses more questions than it gives answers. And so it's a really nice artistic song. But, yeah, I think generally people want to at least think you know the answers. But
you're an old school person.
Yes, sir.
Marty Robbins. Is that one of your? You like the way he sang or what he sang?
I think probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
So you'd seen the clips of Big Iron that I posted on my social media. People for a long time have compared my voice to his. They've said you have a little bit of that twang to it and that vibrato at the end of notes. And for the longest time, I kind of pushed it away because really I listened to more Waylon, more Willie, more Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash than I listened to Marty Robbins. But I have listened to a bit of Marty Robbins. I love, the Cowboy in the Continental Suit, Mr. Shorty, like all those ballads, and Master's Call, of course. And so I've loved his music for a long time, and I didn't realize how similar my voice had come to his until somebody told me.
So you weren't trying to sing like him, and that's a good thing.
No, it just kind of happened. And even then, I'm thankful that our voices are distinct enough. But yeah, people have shown me that little vibrato at the end and all that. I was like, oh, I can see.
He was an entertainer too.
He was,
and he was a NASCAR.
That's the crazy thing about him.
They said he would, leave the track sometime, go to the Grand Ole Opry, and he's just supposed to be out there from 10 to 11. Well, that's 1 o'clock, and he ain't quit yet. I've just heard people, tell he was, but he could hold a crowd, and that's not an easy thing to do. He had a God-given talent that he used,
and he even wrote a hit song for Elvis. You Gave Me a Mountain.
That's right.
Yep.
That's where that came from.
It's a great song.
Okay.
I tried learning it at one point, but it was a little too much for my skill at the time.
Yeah, it's a. I know My Way and You Gave Me a Mountain when I was with the band. That's
I tell you what,
it'll test you.
Yeah, I tell you what though, I can kill My Way at karaoke. That's my go-to.
Oh, really?
Whenever I'm in Opelika at the Irish Bread Pub or the Jailhouse for karaoke, I usually do My Way, and I can kill that song.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and people are always surprised because they see the cowboy hat, they think I'm going to do something country. Then I go do some Frank Sinatra, and they're like, "Oh, wait, what? That's different."
Of course, Frank Sinatra. I guess he's probably one of the first that. No, it'd be before Frank Sinatra, I think. But Frank Sinatra did it. I remember the first time I saw Elvis do it. The first time he did it, he pulled out the words.
Yeah, was that the 70s or was that the 60s?
It had to be the 70s.
Okay.
But he pulled out the words on the stage, and I never had seen him do that. And he perfected that song.
Wow. Did you see that live or?
No. Okay. I saw it. Well, it may have been live, but it was on TV.
Okay, fair enough.
Just sang the heck, and it is such a beautiful song.
It is, and apparently it was it Paul Anka that had written it? The guy who did Put Your Head on My Shoulder.
Yeah, it was Paul Anka.
And that surprised me. I mean, I knew Frank Sinatra did not write it, but I didn't realize another great singer had written that song.
Frank Sinatra was a crooner. In fact, that's Willie's favorite singer.
Really?
You think about, There
you go.
Where do you think about who's your favorite artist? I've got a lot of favorite artists.
Yeah.
Probably my go-to is still Willie now, where it used to be Merle. But I like so many of them. I mean, I like Frank Sinatra.
It's hard to pick just a couple.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of a lot of the crooners from the 60s. Johnny Mathis. I mean, voices like that. Nat King Cole. These guys just had it. They were different.
They were.
I think it's what it takes to. You're different.
Hope so.
That's why I've enjoyed you being out here.
Thank you.
Because you're smooth. You're the delivery is good, and you wear cool.
I can fake it for short periods of time. If I were to tell the truth, I'm always shaking in my boots when I'm on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've gotten really great at looking cool, calm, and collected. Because that's nobody wants to see a guy that's like that.
I've never seen that because I'm always looking for that.
Fair enough.
When somebody sits down, and most time it's out there. Because I get tickled. I make light of it.
Yeah.
I had some folks on just this week. She was a nervous wreck, and I play off of that because I want her or him to be. When you sit down right there, I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going by a script. I'm not going by
just hanging out.
It's a front porch. We sit down. We sing. We talk. We talk about just about anything, but no, I don't want anybody to be comfortable, and I would never, ever put anybody on the spot.
Fair enough.
I like being able to ask personal questions, but that's just me.
Yep.
We will be right back. And melt your cold heart on this cold morning with Joshua Michael Woods out here with us. We were just talking about a song you wrote when you were 15.
Yep.
Walker Mountain.
Yep. Yeah, when I was 15 years old, I'd written a song I used to live in Northeast Georgia, kind of between Gainesville, Georgia, and Dahlonega, Georgia.
Right, no, exactly what you're talking
pretty
about.
close to
Beautiful.
Lake Lanier, actually.
Yeah,
so
beautiful
I
country.
kind of lived on a lake for a little while. But in Claremont, Georgia, which is where I lived, there's a mountain called Wauka Mountain. It's Wauka. But I was convinced one day that must have been just the southern mispronunciation of Walker.
I would agree.
And so I went on Wikipedia, and sure enough, the mountain was named after an early settler. I forgot his first name, but his surname was Walker. And
ER, with an ER.
With an ER.
Really? Okay.
Yep. And we've got some Walkers in our family. So my great-grandmother on my dad's side, she was a Walker before she married. And so I was like, okay, I've got to write a song about that.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So I wrote a song that
Was it your first song?
It was the first song I wrote that I actually think is good.
Wow. Okay.
So it was when I was 15 years old, so 5 years, almost 6 years ago now. And so I'd written this song, and it kind of tells the story of, just growing up on this mountain pretty much. Growing up, finding love, getting married, and then eventually the, parting ways and the death of it. And the idea of when I die, bury me on Walker Mountain.
Wow.
So I suppose I could actually start with that song, and then I'll play Big Iron.
Yeah, let's do that. Walker, Walker, but it was Walau?
It was. It's
Walker?
officially spelled Wauka.
UKA. Okay.
Yeah, Wauka.
Okay.
But I was convinced it must be Walker.
Let's go back a few years.
Yeah. So I was 15 when I wrote this, and it's not too bad. And I'll see if I can get the whistling right. Usually, if I start smiling whenever I'm trying to whistle, it just doesn't work. But we'll do my best here.
I'm with you.
Let's see. There is a place way over yonder where I was born, and in the woods I played. Walker Mountain was my home, and where we met on that old day. The days were long and full of sun, because we had each other's love. And that's where we shared our vows. We tied the knot and built our house. So when I die, honey, bury me. Oh, when I die, honey, bury me on Walker Mountain, where I'll be free. Oh, when I die, honey, bury me. The days are short and I've grown ill. My time is coming, honey, I can tell. Every morning I hear those bells, but soon I know heaven's where I'll dwell. So when I die, honey, bury me. Oh, when I die, honey, bury me on Walker Mountain, where I'll be free. Oh, when I die, honey, bury me.
pretty song. I don't think anybody's ever whistled on a song on Porch. I love whistling.
Really?
You know, I was just talking about
There
it.
you go.
Even harmonizing whistling, I'm a big fan of. Do we have time for another, or will that take us into the break if he starts? Okay.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful song, by the way.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
song.
I'm real proud of that one. I try to play it. It'll be on my next record.
Good.
Or
Good.
my debut record.